Hey guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, I gotta be a little bit quiet. We know how this goes, and me and my filming. So, gotta get this out of the way. Alright, you see this horse's butt on your screen? That's there for a reason. It's because he's full of crap, and so am I. This channel is just for entertainment purposes and only entertainment purposes. If I fail to entertain you, I do apologize, but I'm here just to have a little bit of fun on YouTube. Okay, so let me just tell you something. Miss Katie is ticked off. She is mad because the one thing she don't like is being called a mommy sleuth. She did a video, and I did the build up, and so this is the video that she did where she came unglued about mommy sleuth. And this is where, like I said, you're going to hear it for yourself. So we're just going to go ahead and dive on in, and this one's going to be a little bit longer than normal, but hey, you'll get to hear the animosity in her voice. You ready for this? Oh, I'm talking loud. I got to be quiet.
Listen. Over the weekend or Friday or something, Glamour magazine published this horrible article about digital content creators that they named mommy sleuths.
You can tell she's mad, can't you? Digital content creators.
As being part of this hate machine that's against Blake Lively. And my content, by the way, was not listed in there.
And it wasn't. She was completely left out, and she is not happy.
But I did notice that some of the content creators covering the story that I have actually had conversations with and have contact with on Instagram and have spoken to were referenced in this article, and I found it pretty offensive.
Yep, she is not happy. Her name was not anywhere in there. She was left out of everything. Even though she was talking to other creators, she was left out of absolutely everything. Oh, she's mad at everything all the way around whenever it comes to this, and she just can't get happy.
Because these creators, at least that I know of, are not who this person in this Glamour article was portraying them to be.
When has she ever cared about another creator? She doesn't care about another creator. She's just mad because she wants her name up in lights. That's what she wants, and she's not getting credit.
And it bothered me because...
Oh, it really bothered her. It's bothering her.
Stephanie McNeil, the journalist.
Do you remember Stephanie McNeil from the last one? Yeah, let me tell you. If you don't, I'm going to go ahead and put it up here for you, because she went off on Instagram about her.
She pretends like she's this super progressive journalist that understands misogyny, but she often gets it wrong.
Yeah, Stephanie McNeil messed up and called her a mommy sleuth, and it's coming to YouTube now.
And she pontificates through her articles and writes in first person about what she believes is the view that we should all be living under.
Hey, I talk in first person sometimes, and that's why my channel is named Janet being Janet. Hey, there's only one way I know how to be, Janet.
Her article linked several TikTok videos.
And not one of Miss Katie.
And different people from Twitter.
And not one of them said Miss Katie.
In one example, they link to a video by Melanie King. I don't know who Melanie is. I know she's on YouTube and has a pretty sizable platform.
And you can tell the jealousy. She's like, I don't even know who she is. I don't. You know, she has a platform, but she's not me. You can tell.
But she's reading a headline from a story from the court.
You read headlines all the time. That's what she does on her channel. She reads court papers half the time. That's what I fast forward through, because if you want to read court papers, I'll just get you pictures of court papers, off of there and just post it on your screen and you can read it.
Stephanie's article was all about just cherry picking, what the most salacious things were. And it's very ignorant, because if you read the court records or if you listened on the court oral arguments, which I did.
Yeah, she went and listened to every single bit of it, but she thinks Stephanie didn't do any of it. So she did her work and Stephanie didn't.
I had a very similar headline.
But she didn't read it. Someone else took the headline that Miss Katie was going to take, and she's mad.
Because it was clear that there was some mental health issues happening, because it was brought up more than one time by her attorneys.
See? And look, there's the paperwork right there on your screen. And people are getting tired of Miss Katie constantly reading legal paperwork, because, they can read for themselves.
Either way, what Stephanie did was write an article lumping everyone in with people that she doesn't like.
Yeah, mommy sleuths. Go ahead and say it, Miss Katie, mommy sleuths, because you don't like that word.
So she brought up Candace Owens and House and Habit and Megyn Kelly. And listen, I'm not a fan of any three of those women.
Yeah, and you're not a political channel. Always remember that. Guys, remember, she is not a political channel.
I am not a conservative by any means.
And she is not a political channel. She's told us several times, this is not a political channel.
And quite personally, I don't consume their content.
Then why do you know what's going on over on their channels? Why can you talk about it? That's weird, because you've named them a couple of different times in videos, because I've done them.
But if other people do, fine, whatever.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. Ooh, she ain't nice. Miss Katie ain't nice whatsoever at all. She ain't nice. I can't even get these things to stay on my eyeballs. I'm gonna wake my husband up.
I wish she wouldn't have brought them up, because there's plenty of other people that are talking about this that are not like these other people.
Like Miss Katie. She was not brought up at all. Man, her name was not anywhere. Oh, Miss Katie's mad.
I'm not quite sure how Melanie's video, and I don't know anything about her, but I don't know how anything about her video talking about what happened at a court hearing is turning on Blake.
Yeah, Miss Katie doesn't watch her though. So how in the world would she know exactly what was said? Because Katie Joy don't watch her. Doesn't have anything to do with her. So why is she even questioning this person? If she doesn't know the content, don't question the person. Don't question the channel. It's that simple.
It's honestly what Blake's lawyers said.
Yeah, because you're going through and reading legal paperwork, and they can do the same thing, but you don't like it that they're doing the same thing and getting attention, and you're not.
Rest in peace, Michelle.
Yes, she did add that in there. As she was ranting and raving, she did add that in there.
Long story short.
Bullcrap, this was not short. We still got a while to go. This was not short. Don't you lie to people.
This article caused a lot of anger online, and
especially by you.
You don't have to be on any side of politics here to have an opinion. And to me, I'm a liberal. I'm a registered Democrat.
But this is not a political channel. How many times we got to tell you, Miss Katie? You are not a political channel. You tell us that all the time. We are now telling you.
Some of you might hate that. I don't bring politics here. It's not what my channel is about.
Then why are you discussing it? Yeah, exactly. You're the one discussing it.
I have my own political views, and quite honestly, I think most people know that I'm a feminist.
And you are once again discussing this because you say it all the time. Why are you constantly defending yourself for it? Why? Why do you always constantly have to defend yourself? Something's kind of fishy there.
But I'm also not the kind of person that doesn't believe that women don't lie.
Oh, we know women lie. We know women lie.
I mean, come on. I have covered creators like Ruby Franke who lied so much on her channel, 8 Passengers.
Oh, I found an interesting video about Miss Katie. I did. If I can find it again about Ruby Franke. If I can find it again, I'll do that one. Yeah, an interview. I'll do that one if I can find it.
Or Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who is continuing to lie every single day that she's in the public.
You would do hours and hours and hours of live stream on her over on TikTok. Hours. You were friends behind the scenes, and then whenever you had a chance to turn on them, you turned on her faster than ever. So, yeah, that's the type of person you are. So in my opinion, you're using these people behind the scenes until you can't use them no more.
Or Casey Anthony, who I've talked about.
Oh, you talk about them just a little bit, and you're like, I covered the entire case. I was there for the entire thing. You cover them just a little bit, and then you're like, boop, boop. Just like, where's Twitch? Where's that family? What happened? Thought you were helping them. You posted the GoFundMe, right? What happened? Oh, this one became more important, didn't it?
Or the women that are from the Duggar cult.
Oh, yep, the Duggars. What happened? Where are they? No updates here lately, huh? None. Nothing to talk about, right? The last time you did it, you didn't get any kind of attention. I think the last time you did it, you got in trouble. Oh, yeah, you did. Because you did one over Amy, over Amy's husband, and then you did one over Jim Bob talking to Derek, and Derek got you.
And the daughters that have covered for their dad.
Yep, and we got to go after the daughters, too. No, yeah, don't forget the cousin.
The women from Sister Wives that until they left the cult were lying.
Yep, and your audience is Sister Wives, but you've pushed them all the way back to the back, and you just don't care right now, do you?
You know, here's the thing. Women lie. Women will lie for men. Women will lie for a lot of reasons. Women are not immune to lying.
We all know this, Miss Katie. Just keep repeating it, though, just to make yourself clear. Just to take the attention off of you for a moment, right?
And in this case, I wanted to believe her until I started seeing the evidence. And then when all of the evidence is laid out, how do you still believe her?
Miss Katie, I haven't gone all the way through all the evidence or anything like that. I've just been listening to what you say, and I've just been reading all the articles, and I'm not on either side, and I don't really care. I'm just here to have fun on YouTube.
Miss Stephanie
Miss Katie, did you hear that? She done said Miss Stephanie. Miss Katie. Y'all want to hear that again? Oh, I'm getting so much trouble. All right, one more time. Ready?
Miss Stephanie
Miss Stephanie. Okay, we'll continue.
Flaming us, enraging us, and making us fight.
Yeah, that's right. You are. But you're getting enraged, and you're getting ready to fight with them words, now, aren't you?
Glamour posted a link to this, and that's where it all started on their Instagram and then on TikTok.
Yep, that's right, because Stephanie was writing for them, and that's where this all started.
And people were just in the comment blowing up the Glamour post.
And then you got in the comment section, didn't you? Yeah, you better think really hard about that one.
They have an existing relationship with Taylor Swift.
Would you leave Taylor out of this? You cannot quit talking about America's Sweetheart. You cannot. You will not leave her out of Jack Diddley Squat. Leave her alone. Quit talking about her. Let her live her life. You hush. You just hush your mouth. Leave her alone. She ain't your friend. She ain't gonna be your friend.
When I make videos and I talk not fondly about like Sister Wives or any other show, I know full well that a lot of these people are not going to ever speak to me because I'm not promoting the propaganda or the PR that they want for the show.
You're just a little nothing to them. Taylor Swift ain't ever going to recognize you as something that you need to be. You're never going to be up there in the box with her. You're not going to be up there watching any kind of games with her. You're not going to be on stage with her. You're not going to be doing none of that stuff with her. She's not going to be in your living room pow-powing with you. So, get over it.
Mommy sleuths, but then she uses mommy sleuths in her thing, in her title.
But she's not using you now, is she?
Online mommy sleuths.
Yep, and she still doesn't say you.
So, long story short.
You already said that once, and it's not short.
This is all, her opinion in a magazine that no longer has print magazines anymore. It's just an online blog at this point.
Ooh, that was a jab. Ooh, she took a jab at Glamour magazine. Wow. Okay.
So she's playing the game for views and clicks and likes too.
Two. She's admitting it. This is for clicks and likes. Miss Katie is admitting it. That's why she's doing this. We all knew it, but now she just admitted it.
She did this whole post on her Instagram, rambling and accusing all of us of making money.
No, you went over there too. You got yourself involved. You started tagging her. You did all this. Video before this one. Yeah, she did. Miss Katie did all this because she wanted recognition. Because Miss Katie wants to be involved in every single bit of this. And then she runs off crying and whining just like this. And gets all mad and gets in a tuff because other people are recognized for it. And even though Miss Katie was over there just tapping away, tick, 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 she still didn't get recognized.
She said one final thing. The amount of insults and harassment I'm getting for this, I have people telling me I'm a bad mother, okay? Should give anyone doing this pause.
Pause. If this ain't funny to you, I don't know what is. She's so mad. Because she is not, they do not pay attention to her at all. So Miss Katie goes over there and she's like, I'm going to get involved. I'm going to put my comments up there.
She insults people and calls them mommy sleuths.
Miss Katie is insulted. She is very insulted. So are other people, but this is all about Miss Katie.
Reduces them to conspiratorial women that have gone down a rabbit hole and who've been brainwashed.
Yeah, and like I said, they have no problem. The other people, yep, their names can be put up there, and they can talk about her, and they can do what they want. Miss Katie is the one jumping in. She's the one going, come on, come on, come on, I want in there. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Come on, let me in. That's what she's doing. Mm-hmm.
And I wrote a post.
See, she wrote the post. Mm-hmm. She wanted it.
Called us mommy sleuths. That should give some pause.
Now, see what I'm saying? She did the whole pause. And now she's saying, hey, no, you need to give pause.
So she started this by lumping everyone together, calling them names.
And Miss Katie is going to continue this. That's the thing. My opinion, she's being a toddler, okay? She's like, I want attention, give me attention, please, I want attention. She's not getting attention, so she's stomping her feet and huffing and puffing.
Again, I'm not a political channel.
Then why are you going into politics?
I spent the day watching videos by actual lawyers talking about this case, lawyers that really have no stake in the matter.
Oh, yeah, and she is getting into where she's trying to talk to these lawyers, so heads up.
Not one of them believe that Lively has a case against Baldoni.
Yeah, y'all just pay attention to this because it's going to keep going.
None of Lively's allegations against Baldoni meet the legal standard for harassment or a hostile work environment.
Now she's just going to go ahead and copy them because it's a lot easier to do that than come up with your own.
As one lawyer said, being annoyed by your boss or thinking he's weird isn't a legal claim.
Yeah, she's still talking about what an attorney said. Well, what a lawyer said. See, they say it, she copies it, she brings it to her channel, and then I bring it to you. That's the way this works.
That's what the lawyers said.
I know that's what the lawyer said. That's what I'm saying as well.
So these were all arguments and issues that the Ask Two lawyers brought up.
There you go. Now you know what channel she was listening to, what lawyer she got her information from. So if you want to go to that channel and get your information, you can go to that channel and get your information. You ain't got to worry about going to hers.
Stephanie's husband, who is this guy.
Yep, and Stephanie's husband, you see this right here. Oh my goodness. Miss Katie had to get right involved in it.
I never said anyone should attack her.
See? Miss Katie, she just got jumped head first all into this.
She was the one that put out this article herself.
And you're the one that's getting all involved in this and getting your little hussy-fussies going on because you want to be in the middle of it and you're not getting in the middle of it.
Right? And she was the one that made disparaging comments about women in there.
And how many disparaging comments do you make all the time about women and about other people? How many times do you do that? And people call you out and you're like, it's not fair when people call me out. I didn't do that. You know, I have a reason to do that. That's what you do.
Stephanie started this.
Like a toddler. No, my fault. She started this. It's not my fault. Told you, it's like a toddler.
Listening in when we're allowed to, if there's a hearing for oral arguments.
Miss Katie's going to listen in, and Miss Katie's going to try to, bring as much as other people's paperwork to you as she possibly can, other people's court records to you as she possibly can.
And the judge is kind enough to give us the call-in number. I listened for 2 hours.
Does that tell you anything? She listened for 2 hours so that she could get into the nitty-gritty of this. Which you think she was, listening in and she was typing at the same time and she was like, okay, is there any of this that I can share? Can I share any of this? What notes do I need? You think her brain was going 90 to nothing trying to figure out what she needed? I do.
She was there if she's reading the records, if she's whittling through the hundreds of pages and thousands of pages of documents.
Miss Katie, some people don't have as much time on their hands as you do. Wow, you're admitting how much time you're putting into this. Wow. I'm behind on videos with you. I ain't got time to do this stuff. I try to keep up with you and you were like outrunning me by days and weeks. I'm getting caught up though.
She started it.
Toddler tantrum. She started it. You gotta admit it is funny.
And then when we respond, and when I responded,
Oh, it started out with we because she didn't do it first. Other people did it. And then Miss Katie jumped right in the middle of it because Miss Katie wanted attention.
not by attacking her, but literally just calling her out.
By jumping right in the middle of it when you had no need to be in the middle of it. You did it on purpose.
Okay, so she used Glamour Magazine, by the way,
Yep, and you used your platform, by the way.
a publication that's been around for, I don't know, 80 or 90 years.
And your platform hasn't been around that long, but you're still upset, aren't you? You just called it, pretty much a blog just a little bit ago, didn't you? I think you did. You just said it was an online blog now. And now you're saying that, it's something more? You need to get your story straight.
No longer physically, but has a digital presence. The same magazine, she got access to attend the US Open.
Jealousy? Do we got any? Let's keep listening.
She was also at the Super Bowl.
Ooh, she got Taylor Swift's picture up there. Ain't she talking about the Super Bowl? Woo-hoo. She double ticked. She double ticked off.
She gets to go to concerts.
Taylor Swift, you gonna invite her to a concert? Miss Katie's getting kind of sore now, guys.
And do culture stuff for Glamour. She gets access, and she gets access to events that us common folk would never be able to attend.
She done called herself common. Miss Katie is actually putting herself in their place with this one. She's way out of her league when it comes to other people because there's attorneys that she cannot double talk. These attorneys will put Miss Katie in her place. That's why Miss Katie's quoting them.
I've never gone to a Super Bowl. I've never been to the US Open, and I'm a tennis player.
Did y'all know that about her? She's a tennis player, so she should go to the US Open, guys. Are y'all serious right now? What in the world has she been doing with her life? She should have already been at the US Open.
Okay? This is a woman that has access to very wealthy people, a husband that works for a very wealthy real estate agent.
Jealous much? Just a little? Maybe? Kinda? Sorta?
She picked the fight and then she ran away with the tail between her legs.
Okay, Miss Katie, but you didn't have to jump on board, did you? You did. You waited till other people picked the fight, and then you jumped in.
There's a group of these three journalists that bother me.
Yeah, they bother you a lot. That's why you're on here ticked off.
Stephanie, whose political views seem to change because she worked as a news editor for Fox News for 3.5 years.
This is not a political channel. Do not bring politics into it, Miss Katie.
It's cute that she would then go on to criticize people that are conservative.
It's cute. Why is she being so demeaning?
Being that she worked at a conservative outlet named Fox News for 3 years.
Yep. So there you go, Democrat and Republican.
From 2011 and 2014, Stephanie McNeil was a news editor for Fox News.
Republican, right? So we're still talking about Democrats and Republicans.
Then she moved to BuzzFeed, and now she's at Glamour, and now she's a liberal.
See? We still on that, but it's not a political channel. Y'all remember that.
When somebody moves from Fox News to liberal, what that tells me is that your politics are for sale. You know what I mean? Like,
this is how she insults her. This is how she tries to get back at her. You can't do it because, hey, look, you didn't put my name up there in writing. You didn't call me out like I wanted you to call me out. My name's nowhere in here. You're mentioning other people. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to degrade you. I'm going to put you in a class all separately because I can.
I don't play politics here. I'm the same no matter what day of the week it is.
She don't play.
I'm not going to take a job with a conservative outlet and play conservative, and I'm not going to take a job with a liberal outlet and play liberal.
Okay, but I thought you said you were a liberal earlier, right? So you said you're not going to change and you're not going to play, so wouldn't you stay a liberal at all times? Wouldn't you? I'm just asking. I don't care which way you go. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to clear up your double talk.
But what she's doing is playing liberal now. She's already played conservative, apparently.
And my question still stands with you. People change all the time, but my question still stands with you. Yes, I woke up my son. I'm going to be in trouble.
But what bothers me about this is that I gave her ample opportunity to respond. I left comments on her posts that were not attacking.
See? She was commenting, and she wanted that attention so bad. Oh, she wanted that attention so bad, and she wasn't getting it. And she just kept going.
By the way, I never called her name. I never went after her parenting. I never attacked her mothering. I never even said to her that she was a bad mom. I didn't even know she had a kid.
Didn't even know she had a kid. This woman, I have to laugh just because I'm flabbergasted by some of the things she does. So I just have to sit here and laugh. There's nothing else I can do. I was listening to this and I'm just going, Miss Katie, when you get jealous and when you get in one of your tantrums, you don't even think clearly. You really don't. You come on YouTube and you're like, let me rant. And you don't even realize you're ranting. You don't even realize what you're saying. But you leave it up because it gives you money. Because people fall for this. And then I'm over here just going, dang, my kid does that.
She's calling me a mommy sleuth, so that's bad.
George, my son. Most of y'all know my son. My son goes, boo-hoo, she calling me a name. I'm like, you're not supposed to say that. And he goes, she's a mommy, right? I was like, yeah. And he goes, she's being called by her name. I was like, okay. He goes, she's a mom. My son is autistic, okay? So his mind, you call somebody a mommy? They're a mommy.
But she didn't just call us mommy sleuths. She said that we were a threat to other women.
See, now you can say that. You can say that. But that's not what you're saying. You're saying the word mommy sleuth is bothering you.
I am not embracing patriarchal ideals. Not everyone listed in this article is embracing patriarchal ideals.
Lady, sometimes I just don't even know what to say about you. I really don't. You just stay ticked off. I'll just say you stay ticked off.
When she was getting called out, I left comments on her page.
See, once again, she left comments on her page. They didn't come after her like she says. She says that the dragons are coming after her. No, she went after them.
Didn't respond.
See, no response was given. I told y'all, don't play into this. I told everybody, don't play into this. She was clickbaiting the crap out of everybody. And people were playing into this going, oh my goodness gracious. No, Miss Katie invited this in. I've been watching this stuff. I've been watching it happen for a month or however long. Y'all said cover Katie. I'm covering Miss Katie, okay? And I'm watching what she's doing.
And my comments weren't abusive.
Your comments were obsessive. That's what they were. You can leave one comment and be fine, not you. You get a comment from somebody and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to paste it in my stories and I want everybody to comment on this. Okay, I'm going to post this one here and I want everybody to comment here. That's what you were doing. You were trying to get all the attention you could. You got a little bit of attention. You're like, ooh, 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 I can post on this. Ooh, I got a video. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, other people are mad about Mommy Sleuth, so I'm mad about Mommy Sleuth. But they're not talking about me, so now I'm mad because they're not talking about me.
I then posted to my own page.
Get it?
And instead of her responding, she sent her patriarch into my comments.
Her husband. Her husband.
To defend her.
Her husband.
Is this how a true feminist would handle this?
It's her husband.
If she truly was a feminist, would she send her husband into my comments?
I'm going to leave my husband out of this, okay?
accuse me of only doing this for clicks and views and money.
You already said you do it for clicks, views, and money. You already said that earlier in this video. You said the word to. To is also. You already said it.
They start the fight. They create the chaos.
They start the fight. They start the chaos, and then you jump in.
They throw the first insults. And then when people are outraged by what there has been said about them or their industry.
When people, you just decided to be part of a group. That's what it is. You want more and more money, and you're like, I want more and more attention because now more and more people are talking about you, and there's nothing people can do. So you're going to see Miss Katie on more and more places. I hate to tell you this because she is talking to more and more people.
Which is my industry, by the way.
Yeah, it's her industry. Y'all ain't even heard it all.
I'm an independent journalist or an independent content creator, whatever you want to call me, a media commentarian, whatever you want me to be.
There you go. She's already changed everything she is. She's comparing herself to everybody else. Everybody else that she's watching. Everybody else that has been commenting. Everybody else that has been writing on Instagram. She's been watching TikTok. She's been watching all these different things. And what they say they are, Miss Katie is picking it up and comparing it to herself.
I wonder if instead of them saying that they're alt-right,
we are not a political channel over on Miss Katie's now, are we?
I wonder if they asked each one of these creators if they had personal experience with assault or harassment, and if they asked them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Hey, guess what? Trigger warning, essay. But I'm going to block it out.
Are you a victim? I wonder what the answer would be, because I'm a victim.
Pity. Yeah, you didn't think that was coming, did you? Told you. I tried to tell you. Yeah, this. Yeah.
I'm a victim of assault, domestic violence. I had a partner that assaulted me and was violent with me.
You getting mad yet? You turning it on her yet?
And then also I was there was an event in 2007 where I was assaulted by a friend.
So she jumps in on something and it gets started all up, and she calls it her dragon because her husband gets involved. And now then, it's, oh, let me tell you about me. Let me tell you what happened to me. We're going to keep going.
I know what it's like to not be believed. I know what it's like to go through a police investigation and have them say that there's no case. I know what it's like to not be believed.
And you think it's over, right? Okay, you think it's over. No.
But Blake Lively's allegations are nothing like mine.
Yeah. Let's compare ourselves a little bit more, because Miss Katie doesn't compare herself to Miss Blake Lively, does she? No, she don't compare herself whatsoever at all. She doesn't see it. So let's continue.
And I'm not going to trauma dump here.
That's what you've already done. And that's what you do, because you want the attention.
But what she's accusing him of doing is so petty. It doesn't even exist.
You make your own decisions up on that, guys. I'm not going to say jack diddly squat whatsoever at all.
And then people in my comments will say, you don't understand harassment then.
Miss Katie is so mad, so upset, and she wants the attention so bad. This is how she...
I'm like, no, I do. And what she's describing is not harassment either.
Yep. Did y'all think from the beginning of this video, from when I was laughing and all that, did you think it was going to go from that to this? Did you think so?
Especially with the way that she talks and engages with people.
Get to you yet? Those dragons came after her. So, the dragon coming after her, we now have to hear about her essay.
She can dish it, but if she does the banter back and forth, but then she doesn't, she can objectify Brandon's butt.
And now we're on to somebody else's bottom. Talked about that in a previous video. That's why I was building it all up. I'm going to keep telling y'all, I'm building it all up because I see this. I watched it happening.
But then, nobody can say anything to her. That's not how the real world works.
Miss Katie, you don't know the real world anymore because you don't go outside, do you? No, you're just watching everything from a computer screen and you're admitting that you're talking to people on the phone.
So Blake has dragons, and Stephanie laughs and says she's not, but she is.
And you're the one that jumped in the middle of all of this, didn't you? You've admitted it. You commented and commented.
And so Blake basically indirectly sicked one of her dragon's husbands on me.
Sicked them, or you went after them? You commented. They didn't even know who you were, did they? You made sure they knew who you were.
Why are we delusional?
I don't know, Miss Katie. Why are you being delusional?
Stephanie, Brian, read the court records.
Miss Katie, that's all you do is read records. That's why people told you they can read themselves.
Blake Lively's dragons are more than just Blake and Taylor.
Leave Taylor alone. Don't say her name. You say her name all the daggone time. Leave Taylor Swift alone.
So what are your thoughts? Did you see this all take place online? Let me know in the comments below.
Yep, I watched every single bit of it take place online. That's why I'm bringing it over here.
Make sure to give this video a thumbs up.
Yep, nope, if you want to... Guys, do as you wish. Up, down, I don't care. I leave this in here on the end because I usually mouth at the end, okay? To be completely honest with you, that's what I do.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed.
Don't subscribe to her. You're here. You're here.
Then click the bell so you never miss a video.
And if you do the bell, yeah, click it to all so you hear or you get notified every time I upload. Okay, so yeah, it went from funny, laughing to me serious because I think that's a load of bull crap. That's what I think. Yes, I still am going to do her live, but I'm going to cover it just a little bit differently. I'm sorry I didn't get this out sooner. I'm doing it as soon as I possibly can. I'm trying. Oh my goodness gracious. She just kills my mood sometimes, okay? She really does. She just kills my mood sometimes. And then it takes me a minute to get back to who I am. But alright, so my blind dog has just been walking all around me, and so she just like I can't keep my mind straight because I'm like, don't run into anything, don't run into anything. You know, she's like, she's another one of my kids. But anyways, I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this, and hope you remember to smile today or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. I woke Jordan up. I was laughing so much I woke Jordan up. Y'all that don't know Jordan, I'm gonna introduce him one day. I will. For those that know Jordan, I'm gonna be mouthed. I've been laughing so much and talking so much, I'm going hoarse. Jordan done told me, he goes, Mom, you ain't got to go hoarse. We got him in the front yard. I was like, leave me alone. You little brat. He goes, I'm bigger than you. I don't care. Alright, my dog's walking into my camera, so I want to make sure that y'all have a good one for me, and I'm going to get to the other one, so y'all just hold on, and like I say, hold on to your horses, because I'm going to be back.